My name's Kenneth West. I do long jump, and I jump for the HEARTBREAK.
Gotta get it going. Go! Go!
Starting off in the indoor season, I PB'd early on in February. I jumped 790, and then I PB'd again at OUAs. I jumped 799.
Man, Kenneth West, 799.
Wow.
For Kenneth West. Absolutely incredible, and we've seen history here tonight.
Since then, I went to Greece early on in May. I had 3 competitions that I planned to do there. I did one. I jumped okay. I jumped 775, kind of felt like a rust buster at the time.
West Jet, post-meet interview, how did it go? Very rusty meet opener. Had to adapt to the music, the weather, but it was amazing. The weather was fantastic. It rained for a little bit. The competition was amazing. All the guys jumped very well. It was cool just to, feel the competitive vibes with them. Yeah, I feel like I'm more prepared for the next competition in Kalamata. It's going to be a street long jump comp, very exciting. Glad to have some friends come around too. It was nice to meet some athletes. Looking for more though, for sure. More meets to come. And yeah, I think that's a good season opener. My best season opener outdoors ever, so we'll take it. This is the pre-competition preview. Just getting a feel of the environment before we compete tomorrow. Getting myself right, but we're very excited. Look how cool this looks. Insane. The energy's gonna be crazy. I'm so excited. Let's go. Hello, good morning. This is the morning of the 30th. We're in Kalamata. This is the morning of the street long jump competition. We're super excited. We're just heading to breakfast right now. There's the track. We're in the square right now. Hello, so pre-competition. I'm at this physio clinic to start my warm-up. That's what it looks like.
So this was at the time, the highest level competition I'd been at. So a lot of pros there, a lot of high level jumpers, people from Europe, Asia, North America. So there's a South American jumper. He said, I feel like I recognize you from somewhere. And then he asked me if I did the types of jumpers video that CTFL posted. Because that video apparently reached South Africa and he recognized me from there. So that's pretty cool. And the thing is, they don't have a warm-up area. You're in the square doing A's and B's, and you have kids running, people biking side by side. And I'm doing it beside Tobias Molnar too. It's just crazy.
As you can see, we're at the competition. Just in the middle of my warm-up. The vibes are good. Look at the scenery. It's insane. I'm so excited. I'm liking the vibes. It's super nice. Check it out.
It was really cool being there, and they really set up the meet nice. The runway was perfect, the setting was perfect, it was at night, the lights, there's fireworks all of a sudden, and the crowd was really engaged. They did a lot to have the jumpers interact with the crowd, which I really liked, and the runway was fast and bouncy. I had one approach on it, and it was the best approach I've ever had until pulled my hamstring, set me back kind of a month and a half. Going from warming up with them to watching on the side, really sucks. So
unfortunately, in the approach runs, I went through my first approach run, felt my hamstring pop. It was already giving me issues. So unfortunately, I was forced to tap out of this one, which sucks. It sucks that this will be the end of my the competition here in Europe. Things like this happen. As athletes, they're kind of inevitable. And honestly, I'm trying to see the positive in this. As always, as bad as it seems, it could have also protected me from something worse. So I see that, and honestly, I'm here enjoying the beautiful environment still, trying to make the most out of this, and yeah, just trying to see the positive.
Dealing with injuries is it's very tough. I've never had a hamstring injury before, so navigating that has been challenging. I had my sights set really high for my placement at these meets, competing in the other 2 competitions in Greece I was really looking forward to. I missed the Canadian series here in Canada, which were gonna be really good meets to get points for me, but I missed out on those. So it's been kind of slightly disappointing, but that's kind of the sport, you gotta learn how to navigate these setbacks and just figure out how to come back when something just doesn't go your way, So here I am trying to, just finish strong with the season, and I'm still pretty confident in my fitness, so yeah. This morning, I woke up at 10:30, got up, I got a long sleep, about 9 hours. I got up, went for a walk with Zach, maybe a 20-minute walk. Came back, made some breakfast, I rolled out, stretched for a little bit, did some mobility. It felt good, and then I think I did some dynamic movements and all that, and then I read for a bit, took a nap, got dressed, and here we are.
So we're just working through the hamstring, a little bit of tightness through there. Been having some hamstring issues for the last little while, so just kind of working through that hamstring, loosening up that muscle before we get into our pre-comp here.
So the goal of my warm-up is to do hard excels comfortably before I enter the call room. So I'm feeling good before the approaches. So I'll start with just rolling everything out, roll out the feet, which is really important. I see the trainers beforehand as well, so that's all done. Then I just do a lot of groundwork, make sure hips are mobile, all the muscles are activated. I'll mix in a lot of activation drills as well. So the glutes are important for me, my quads, make sure everything's activated. So that's about 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Then I'll do some just dynamic stretches, get the heart rate going, some light shake out stuff, shake out the arms. What do you got? You got the mouse crustaceans. Just get the sugar going. And then I think I'm about to take caffeine Q. Looks feel good.
Tonight, Virgil of his second for a world-class 1500 meter runner. And Rachel.
Gotta get it going. And then I'll do some hard rigidity drills to feel the impact of my takeoff. So I'll do some landing drills, and then I'll do some sprint drills to get my fast feet moving, and then I move into spikes, hard excels. No phone in the call room. I just think about trying to stay warm. I'll run through my approach in my head, try not to think too hard about the competition, but yeah, just stay relaxed, maybe talk to a few of the jumpers, have a good time, enjoy the vibes.
In a final today. Not an easy double to pull off. 1500 tapping into special. Whereas these athletes are still running. We'll move on to the final, whereas eventually.
I started the competition pretty excited. I think the conditions were really ideal. I was competing against guys I haven't competed against in a while. It's good to be in the final with my boy Robbie. So yeah, I was just really excited. I was feeling pretty good despite coming off of a hamstring injury. I was feeling pretty fast, feeling pretty smooth, and I had a game plan.
Semi-final. Get this distance where you have athletes converging primarily from the 1500 meters whose final was held earlier today. With best times of 1:53.
She usually just asks me oh, how did that feel? Just to get a gauge of before she tells me anything, it's how did that feel? So I tell her what I think went wrong, if I felt my speed was up, if I had any missteps in my approach, that type of thing. She confirms it with the video, and then we just talk about one cue to execute on the next jump, getting my energy up. She kind of hypes me up as well. Yeah, just a whole bunch of things.
par 100 mètres. Donc il est là pour vous dire bonjour, signer les autographes. Donc ça vous tente, ça vous tente.
I think popping like a good one early kind of got me a bit too settled.
At the Olympic Empire, we celebrate number 4.
I feel like what's going on, like I'm really happy. I'm stoked that Robbie finally, like, it's been hard for him to get a big jump in like a big competition. So like I was confident, I was glad that me and him were up there. We could just have some fun. And I just knew that bigger jumps were coming. Like I wasn't too stressed about him passing me or whatever. I was more like excited that like, okay, we're here together, we can push each other, keep on going, you know? I feel like it helped me get my energy up.
Go!
This is the key to success right here. Get a glass of milk. I feel like I'm thinking of just keeping my energy up. I'm thinking of, it's usually like one aspect of my approach. So like if I know that I popped up too early, if I didn't drive out for long enough, if I chopped up my steps in my drive, I'm just focusing on usually just improving that one thing that I did wrong in the previous round.
Dans le couloir numéro 6, représentant les vainqueurs plus, Samuel Nassau. Dans le couloir numéro 7, représentant les Ottawa Lions, Evie Medel. And in lane number 8, competing for Laurel Creek, Jake Shotton. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your U20 men's 110-meter hurdle final. Measure of maximum performance. Just breaks those 14 seconds unofficially. 13:95 for Nicholas Tozer, who just missed the podium last year, finishing in 4th place, topping it this year and coming back in full force. Samuel Nassau, 2nd place, 14:13 is his.
I feel like I was just glad that he came out of the pit. I was like, oh, we just came 1 and 2, so that's like a lifelong dream of ours. Yeah, that actually means like way more to me than anything, than like winning this title. Like sharing the podium with him is actually unreal. We're gonna shed some tears later, but we're just kind of riding the adrenaline right now. But we both have a lot more that we could have gave, especially with the conditions. Like I wanted to take advantage of it, but.
This is actually unreal. Who would have thought? Oh, we actually come on,
First national title, first national finalist in long jump. So this is crazy. This guy.
Tell me about the experience of winning your first senior battle here in Ottawa.
I'm just extremely grateful. It's my first national and final in the event.
Amazing long jump. Congratulations, Kenneth, and let's celebrate. Thank you so much to you, and we're back with
Arctics, baby. Let's go.
Robert Gerstner. And in first place, representing the Flying Angels Academy, and jumping for 7.58 meters, Kenneth West.
I'm really grateful to finally, 1, make my first national long jump final, 2, win my first national long jump gold. Let's go. Pretty nice. Yeah, I'm hungry for more. I feel like I'm just a little unsatisfied with the distance, but hey, I feel more confident. My hamstring is feeling pretty healthy, so I'm just looking forward to NACAC in 2 weeks.